All right, guys. So I'm going to show you how to build a campaign in this is kvCore. So what I'm going to show you real quick, I'm going to start with this here. So this is an actual plan that we have used for years. As you grow in selling real estate, you'll change tasks that you have to do and things like that for every different plan you want. So what I'm going to add today is a simple plan for closing with a buyer. You're not going to see me copy and paste this stuff, but what you will see is me putting the actual plans into kvCore. All right, so here we're going to go over to, what is it? It is autopilot marketing, and I'm going to start a smart campaign. All right, now, first, the campaign doesn't exist. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add it. Move to hashtag, and this is going to be buyer closing plan Curcio. So there's two ways for this to get triggered. Excuse me. Either I add a tag or I can manually turn it on. I like manually turning on campaigns for everybody just because you can have it auto do it, but sometimes I can mess things up. All right, next. So it's designed for buyers. Campaign name. All right, so now the campaign is there, but in order to build the campaign itself, you have to have templates. Okay, so before I can go and, you know, tell the plan to actually do a task or send an email, I have to make the tasks and emails. So I'm going to make this as quick as I can for you. I may pause, you may see me pause and start, and that's just to grab information. But I'm going to use the sheet that I have as my template for copying and pasting. All right, so I'm going to make the tasks first. So I'm going to add a task template. Here we're going to do our survey title. And you can have additional notes. For me, we've been doing these plans for so long, I don't have to have notes for any admins or anything like that. Adding that template. So this is basically telling the system to, this is telling the system to create a task on my day for whatever time frame I want. So that's what tasks are. You can have SMS messages where it texts you to do something. You can have emails. So these are actual tasks that basically when my admin jumps into the computer, they can look, and they up here, if you see off to the right here, this is the task. And at the end of the day, that's what we want to have, is you jump in your system and it tells you you have 5 tasks to complete today. So this task is to add the client details to my account, my personal account. And so what this will do is tell the administrator to add everybody to my cell phone, basically, right? the daily tasks out of the way. So this is a task we want after the inspection items are agreed upon. We want an addendum to go out. This is a task, all docs and closing folder. Basically, if you're going to your closers or your closings, you want your clients to get a copy of everything that they need. So we send labels and stuff like that out to the consumer. Labels, discounts, local vendor info. Right? So that's what we add. So we want that. And one quick tip about building a buyer plan or seller plan is you want everybody to have, you have to figure out how many weeks you want this to run, and it should be quicker than your quickest closing. So if you close houses in 3 weeks, you need to have all these things timed out to be done in 21 days or less, right? So now I'm going to go to the email campaigns or the email templates, and I'm going to create my first email template for buyer. So here's the email that we use. All right. So it's helpful to, recommend your specific, list of preferred inspectors. So this tells the consumer what to do. It tells them to refer to their contract to make sure they do everything by the deadline, and then it gives a list of people and what they can expect for. Okay. So we tell everybody that we're going to send them the lead paint booklet. However, most realtors don't send that or that link. So the link here, we're going to link to a document that is the home, that is the lead paint booklet. And I will show you real quickly how we have our links built in. So in this, in your drive, whether it's, I guess, what's the other ones? Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever, you can have links to certain documents, so PDFs. So that's how you link in kvCore. So I'm looking here and I'm going to look for lead paint. So it's going to be right under, bear with me guys, sorry. So if you want to build a campaign and want to, I don't know, attach anything in it, right? Your recommended top 10 staging tips or something like that. What we have, where is it? This is, here. Here they are. So under my articles, this is where within Google Drive you can share things. You have links to them. So here, buyer script book. All you have to do, you want to make it a PDF, and then you right click and share it. And then you can get the link, copy the link, and that's where you would post it in kvCore. All right. So what I'm going to do is pause this. Actually, I'll come back and update this later. Yep, this is it right here. So I'm going to get the shareable link. And you can see you have to change permissions in Google. Anyone with the link can view this. So now I'm going to go into kvCore, and I'm going to paste the URL to that link. All right, now this might be confusing, but just understand that it's simple to do that. So if the homeowner wants to download the booklet, they click that and it opens. All right. Here we're going to go over, we're telling our consumers that we don't want anybody to mess with your credit while you're buying a home. Basically, in this email, we're prepping the seller to say, don't mess with your credit. Anything you do should go by your lender if you're buying anything at all. So in here, you can have things pre-filled out, right? So this is an email that's going to come to me, the agent, and I'm going to say, I'll forward that to the title company and I'll just add the information. But what's nice is you can pre-format buyer's information, name, cell phone. Change out to leads. All right, primary call. And then lender info, you're going to have to manually add it. All right. That template's in. Then next, there's times when over my career we've not lost, but we've been late on things like homeowners insurance. So what I've changed this to is to say, here's the information about our client, and I can forward this out to any of my preferred home inspect or homeowners insurance companies, and they'll jump out and call them and get a head start on this, right? Homeowners policy needed, it'll tell me the first and last name, and I'll just forward this when I get the email to anybody that I know, like, and trust for homeowners insurance. And then it's up to them to connect with the consumer and the consumer to pick if they want to work with them. Next is buyer inspection instructions. So what we want is the consumer, we want them to have some instruction where we're going to say, please just send me a list, read your inspection report, send me a list, and we'll help you figure out the way to word it. So I guess you're requesting the right things to make it per contract or however. But in this case, we want them to just say, fix this, fix that, and that's about it.
Yeah, I should have changed it to that. I'll print it out and I'll see it over.
Warranty info. Okay, so we want our clients to also know that there's home warranty companies out there. Guys, this is a just my suggestion because I always wanted my clients to know that there's home warranties available for them. This is where.
No.
This is how you'll again put a link in. Hit the link button. Paste the website. Okay.
Yes,
This is it. So here, grab this, link it, paste the link, okay.
So just this check and this.
Lastly, we do an email for our local market. So those are links, and it tells them call them, set them up, and how to do that, right? So that should be all my tasks. So now I'm going to go into the campaign library. In here, you're going to take this plan, you're going to turn it on. Sure.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Now I got to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to make sure I do step by step so I know what has to happen. So I'm going to add an action. We're doing a task.
All right, so
And we're
now
going to do
okay. Yep, and then it's Rio
there you go.
301, right?
And I want this to happen about 2 minutes after I start my plan. That's going to tell me something.
Yeah, I said
Then we're going to do sky slope, task, minutes, 3, sky slope checklist.
Yeah.
This is going to tell me, actually, you know what, I'm going to do this on day 1, because I don't need to do that immediately.
Yeah, so just so once we get the contract.
Then we have title is next. So next we're going to do add an action, a task.
You know, the main.
We're going to
just have a
do
conversation
order title insert.
So just tell them, listen, we're not looking for, you know, obviously the home.
That's this, and
So
I'm going
the
to do
purpose
that
of this inspection, you know, what I always tell people
1 day after the start.
of items that you gotta understand, the inspector has to find every little thing. Not every little thing.
Then we're
where
going to come in
inspection
and
is,
add client details
you
to
know,
this.
items that are wrong. It's maintenance stuff, it's stuff that you have to look at for a couple of years. We're looking for the major systems that not new screws, not drywall, nail pops, not ink chipping or whatever that is.
So this is the
So I would tell them,
template,
you know,
and we're
so
going
we
to
show
search
through,
for I want this to happen.
Now, there's something on there that there's obviously, you know, a big deficiency with something that's gonna cost a lot of money, sure, we can. But, you know, little things here and there, you know, the sellers will let you have it.
2 hours after I start, I can have that hit. So I know to add the people into my phone, right?
All right, yeah, then after that.
And then immediately, well, not immediately, but we want an email the first day, within minutes, I guess. So we do 1 hour. And another thing is a little tip, don't trigger everything to fire off immediately. If you trigger things to fire off immediately, it'll fire whether or not you meant to turn on the plan. So if you turn the plan on accident and you have things going out minute number 1, your client's going to get emails. So I always try to delay it at least a few minutes per emails going to the
Yeah, no, it's
going to be hours, 1 hour later.
good. All right. Yeah.
And here you could email yourself. This is from agent to the consumer. Day one, lead paint booklet is going out. You can look just to verify this is what you want. Here, I want the system to email the agent so that the agent gets the email. So that the agent gets the email and then forwards it on. System to agent, and that's days. To contact, we are doing this on day number 5. We'll wait a few days for that because they're not going to have their inspection for a few days. We also send out, I want this on day 3. Local trusted vendors. There's times when your clients do an inspection and then they need a roofer or a contractor or a mold company. So we have a pre-formatted email that shows them. Actually, I can show it to you. These are the local companies that we've worked with over the years to show them, here's some people in the event you need people, right? 10 days later is a good time for the buyer's home warranty because that'll be about the time their inspections are complete and they'll know, you know, if they want anything. If they're at risk of anything, if the heater's older and anything like that. We also we have a plan since our buyers are buying a home from us. Make this. So what I got to do, and this is part of having your templates built. Add an email template. We have a discount set up. What we did was we set up accounts with these guys years ago. To give discounts to our clients. Got the mover's email, so here it is. Oh, wait, no, I have this built already, so I don't want that. All right, so I'm going to go back to the campaign and finish this out. And so here, I'm going to go in and finish the last couple of tasks. We are adding an email on day 14. So local moving companies. Day 20, and this is again, they'll get an email on the 20th day. Here's a discount for Sherwin-Williams. Let's back that down. Let's make it the 18th day in case they start going out and buying stuff. And then one. So here is. Fire utility companies from into contact today. And that's the plan. So I hope that helps. So now what I can do is go into my smart CRM. We have a consumer that's going to be getting, just bought a house with us. So I'm going to go into her campaigns, add a campaign. Curcio Group buyer closing plan, add it. And based on everything we just built, this is her, this is this consumer's next group of tasks and things that are going to pop up. So that's how it works. I hope this helped, and reach out if you have any questions. Isn't that good? All right, and that's it, guys. Hope that helped.